What's the state of your website? If you're looking for a new digital experience platform or DXP to run your digital experiences, I have the book for you. The Agile Brand Guide to Digital Experience Platforms is part of my best-selling series of MarTech books. In this book, I explore and demystify DXPs and look at the roles a digital experience platform should play, the different types on the market, as well as how to initially evaluate platforms, then how to best implement a DXP once you've selected it. The book also features a foreword from Rupali Jain, Chief Product Officer at leading DXP provider Optimizely, as well as several other thought leaders in the industry. Learn more and get a copy in print or digital now by going to the Agile Brand Guide website at www.agilebrandguide.com. Hi, this is Greg. Look for my book, The Agile Brand, on Amazon or on my website at theagile.world. Welcome back to the Agile World. This is Greg Kihlstrom. In the last few episodes, I talked about what changed in the world through technology, through society, in our industries that really brought about the need for Agile brands. In the next few episodes, I'm going to talk about what I refer to in my book, The Agile Brand, as the Agile Brand Manifesto. So it's a series of things that I believe that Agile brands should adopt. And this is really based on the Agile Manifesto, coming from the software world. So back in 2001, they wrote a series of values and beliefs that they adhered to, and that the Agile methodology community has really adhered to since. So as I wrote my book, The Agile Brand, I took my own liberties with creating my own manifesto, and I'm going to go through those over the next few episodes. So there's four things really. One is long-term customers over short-term sales. I'll talk about that a little bit more in this episode. The second one is valuing dialogue with customers over broadcasting one-way marketing messaging. The third thing is staying true to our values over doing whatever we can to generate profits. And the last thing is valuing continual improvement over maintaining the status quo. So today I'll talk about long-term customers over short-term sales. And I can relate to this personally. I ran an agency called Carousel 30 for over a decade, about 14 years or so. And, as a business owner, you're always, you need to bring in new business. You need to bring in revenue. As time went on, I started out as there was just a few of us, and we were all kind of owners. As we brought on employees and all of a sudden had overhead, had an office space, had salaries, all of those types of things, it becomes very tempting to really just try to bring in whatever money you can sometimes. And we always wanted big clients. We wanted long-term clients. We wanted great brands, all of those types of things. But sometimes we had to make decisions on, okay, well, do we take something that is a short-term win, it's going to bring some money in the door, versus do we say no? Do we wait for the right opportunity that's going to be a better fit for us, that's going to be a better long-term fit? And my example at a relatively small agency is one, but larger companies, much larger companies, global enterprises, need to make the same types of decisions. Sometimes you can spend a lot of money trying to get a sale. Sometimes you can spend a lot of effort trying to get short-term customers. But if you really don't turn those customers into long-term, valuable people that are, not only referring you to their friends, their family, colleagues, so on and so forth, but also turn into repeat buyers, you've really spent a lot of marketing and advertising dollars on just getting someone in the door that will never return. And so when I say, an Agile brand values long-term customers over short-term sales, I realize I also work with a lot of partners in the channel sales world, some technology partners, places like that, they hold their salespeople to monthly and quarterly sales goals. And so I can certainly appreciate that there always has to be that balance between, do we make our numbers for the month or for the quarter, or do we look more strategically ahead and try to find better, bigger, more valuable opportunities? And so ultimately, as with most things in the world and in life, you need to make some kind of compromise. And, so you're going to take some things that are maybe not super optimal, but you need to make sure that your strategies are such that you're looking for those long-term customers. As everyone I'm sure knows, it's much easier to retain a customer than it is to win a brand new one. So why do we sometimes lose sight of that for a short-term goal, for a short-term sales quota, all of those types of things? Agile brands really understand this, and they're willing to make some sacrifices. They're willing to focus more on the long game, on the big picture, than they are about short-term gains and quotas and things like that. In the next episode, I'm going to talk about the next item in the Agile Brand Manifesto, which is dialogue with customers, and how that's more important than broadcasting one-way marketing messaging. Thanks for listening. Have a great week. If you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful, please rate the show on iTunes or contact me through my website at theagile.world. You can find my books, The Agile Brand and The Agile Web, on Amazon and on my website at theagile.world.